Hello and welcome back to another episode of Fed Retirement Weekly. This is the channel where you ask questions and I give you answers on your federal employee benefits, your TSP, and everything that you want to ask. I've gotten some weird questions ever since I've gotten to do these, but I get some really good questions as well. And this was a good question and one that I keep getting, and it's on basically the Roth TSP. And when people see the Roth TSP, they think of immediately a Roth IRA. And the question today is, should I invest in the Roth TSP or should I invest in the Roth IRA? Let's do it. First off, the Roth IRA and the Roth TSP are two different things, okay? So when you think of Roth TSP, don't synonymously put that in the same category as a Roth IRA, because although they share a similar first name after the guy who created the Roth, they are very different, I guess, retirement plans. They really are. Okay, and in fact, I actually got a quote here, and this is actually from the Executive Director of the Federal Retirement Thrift Investment Board. And his name is Greg Long. You may have heard of him, but he is the Executive Director. And in an interview he did, he said the Roth IRA and the Roth TSP are two very, very different things. So you need to understand that they are separate, they are very different, and that's not just me saying that, that's, even the person who helped create the Roth TSP. Okay, so I have an article on this, the Roth TSP versus the Roth Ira Showdown, that you should check out. I'll put it in the link in the bio below. But I'm going to talk about the similarities just real quick and run through them. One, the Roth TSP and the Roth IRA are both after-tax retirement accounts. So what that means is when you put the money in, the tax is paid immediately whenever you contribute, okay? Whereas like the traditional TSP or a traditional IRA, the money is taxed when you withdraw it. So the idea is that you'd want to invest in the Roth TSP or a Roth IRA if you believe that your tax rate in retirement is going to be higher than it is right now. The second similarity that I see, and this is really the last one besides some very basic things, is that you have to wait 5 years for the Roth TSP or the Roth IRA to withdraw from it. It's called the 5-year seasoning period, but there's also a difference in there. And the difference is with the Roth IRA, you can withdraw your contributions. With the Roth TSP, that's not so, and I'll actually talk about that here in just a moment. Okay, so we've gone over the similarities, but what are the differences? So we've seen what's similar, really just two things. There's some other basic things I'm sure that you could find, but the real benefits of the Roth TSP and the Roth IRA only have really two similarities. Now there's quite a bit more differences. The first difference between a Roth TSP and a Roth IRA is with a Roth IRA, you can withdraw your contributions at any time without any tax or penalty. Okay, you can't do that with the Roth TSP. So if you contribute $5,000 and it grows $500, so you have an account total of $5,500, well, you can withdraw your $5,000 that was contributed. It probably will be a little bit less because you paid taxes on the contributions, but you can withdraw that amount at any time tax-free. With the Roth TSP, if you put in the same amount, $5,000, and it grew to $500, so you had $5,500 in the account, you wouldn't be able to withdraw that. Okay, you'd have to wait till you're 59.5. Otherwise, you have a penalty, a 10% penalty. The second difference, and this is a really big one that people think about when they invest in a Roth IRA, is that the Roth IRA has no required minimum distribution. There's no RMD that you have to take. An RMD is at 70.5 years old. You have to withdraw a certain percentage of your account as illustrated by the IRS, and if you don't, you'll be penalized up to 50% of the amount that you were supposed to take, which is a huge penalty that you want to avoid. Well, with a Roth IRA, you can just leave your money in the account and allow it to continue to grow. You don't have to take income on it. It's one reason that a lot of people invest in a Roth IRA is so that they aren't forced to take a withdrawal on their money. Well, with a Roth TSP, that's not so. Okay, with a Roth TSP, you do have to take an RMD. So at 70.5, you will be required to take an RMD, whether from your Roth TSP or your Roth TSP or your traditional TSP. It actually comes out proportionally, but you're going to be required to take those out. Okay, that's a big disadvantage to the Roth TSP in my opinion, and one reason that many people view the Roth IRA as superior to the Roth TSP. The third difference is the Roth TSP is included in the provisional income threshold calculation. This PIT calculation basically describes how much you're going to have to pay of your Social Security in retirement. It's up to 85% that your Social Security can be taxed. You don't want to be taxed on your Social Security, obviously. I mean, you want to keep as much as that as you can. Well, the Roth TSP is added to that calculation, whereas the Roth IRA is not. So the income you earn from it isn't included, and that's a big benefit. The fourth difference is the Roth TSP requires proportional withdrawals. So you're going to have to withdraw, when you withdraw from your TSP, a portion from the TSP traditional side and a portion from the TSP Roth side, and they have to be proportional. Okay, with the Roth IRA and traditional IRA, that's not the case. And that is a big difference in retirement because you chose the Roth TSP for a reason, and you may not want to withdraw from that yet. Okay, or you may not want to withdraw from the traditional TSP yet. Well, with the TSP, you're required to draw from both proportionally. So the question is, should you invest in a Roth IRA or should you invest in a Roth TSP? Well, there's a lot of factors that go into that without a doubt, but I will say this. The Roth IRA is superior in a few ways. The ways that I showed, not having to take proportional withdrawals, not having to include in your provisional income calculation, not having to take an RMD, and also being able to withdraw from the TSP Roth your contributions at any time without tax or penalty. Those are big benefits. Now, what's the benefit you have with the Roth TSP? Well, it's cheap, okay? You're not going to be able to invest in a Roth IRA for as cheap as you are in the Roth TSP. That's without a doubt. And that's how it is for anything in deciding and going into an IRA or a 401k or the TSP. The TSP is simply the cheapest investment fund in the entire world. So if you don't care about anything else, you just want to make it as cheap as possible, then the Roth TSP is definitely superior to the Roth IRA. But if you value not having to take an RMD, you value being able to pull out your contributions, you value not having to include in your provisional income threshold calculation, and you value not having to take proportional withdrawals, then the Roth IRA is probably superior for you. So in deciding which one to choose, think about those similarities and differences and then decide, okay? And you can have both a Roth TSP and a Roth IRA, and you can roll your Roth TSP into a Roth IRA when you retire. Okay, but this has been Cooper with FedRetirementPlanning.com. I appreciate the question. Keep them coming. I seem to get more and more questions these days, I think because more and more people are watching. I'm glad you guys are getting value from this channel, and I'm happy to be of help.